The house is done and it's built. We're debt free. Praise God.
In Tennessee, on average, nearly 100 children are sold into sex trafficking each month. Now a nonprofit is preparing to open the first safe, long-term home for child survivors of sex trafficking in East Tennessee. Reporter Mary Klingler has why this safe place is so important to the children in our area.
The state's first holistic, long-term safe home, Garland Oaks, will soon be home to 10 girls between 12 and 17 years old who are survivors of trafficking.
A lot of what we see is familial trafficking, which means these kids, most of the kids we're going to get are going to come from DCS because they are not with their family.
There are a lot of young girls in line for these spots. Street Hope Tennessee founder Devin Payne says they will house those with the greatest need and want for healing.
Our goal is not just with Garland Oaks, but with Street Hope in general, is to be able to come alongside kids and say, you are worthy.
The average age of children being trafficked, 13 years old. Reported annual revenue shows it's a nearly $100 billion industry, making nearly 22 million exploiting victims online per year.
Talking about human trafficking, I think the most important thing for people to know is that it happens in every community in our state.
Kate Trudell works with human trafficking victims in our area daily. She says the number of victims continue to climb throughout last year.
We had exactly 300 referrals for individuals seeking services, and over half of those, 157, were for youth.
Those referrals were to the Community Coalition Against Human Trafficking alone. The demand for those type of services is increasing.
It's tough. We see referrals increasing, and we think that in some ways we're so grateful that we have access to these folks who are reaching out for help to provide services, but it's also sometimes a tough pill to swallow.
In Knoxville, I'm Mary Klingler.
If you would like to work at Garland Oaks, there are still a few positions up for grabs. You can find those available on streethopetn.org.